right. Like if a woman was to be like, okay, I want to have an accurate understanding as to where
Okay.
I stand in the dating sexual marketplace, what are the different areas of their life that they should consider? Education, you know what I mean? How much money they make, or should it be their dress size, how they look? Should it be, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I
Like,
see what you're saying. Okay, I thought. Okay, so here is. I thought you were asking how can they get an accurate estimate of their sexual marketplace value.
ah,
I would say obviously go to the men and ask the men
right.
what you want. If am I the right size? But um we are like it goes back to the and it ties into what you were actually asking. Accurately rate yourself based on what men want. So how are you going to rate yourself because of the degree that you have or the your income when men don't care about that? And women can be just so selfish and so clueless. You are entering the dating market to date the opposite sex. Why are you coming to the table with what you want from the opposite sex? That doesn't even make sense. um Figure out what the opposite sex wants and become that, and then you'll be able to achieve your desires, achieve your goals. But yeah, if I hopefully that answered your question.
No, absolutely. I don't think there was necessarily a right or wrong. It was just, how,
So
what you thought about it. But I think I do agree that I think a good way, because water seeks its own level. So
mhm,
generally, like, okay, how do I rate myself? Well, what guys are, trying to come at you? And
Oh yeah,
that's
that's a
generally a
okay.
good way, like step
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and then to your point, asking men, I think that's like, and don't ask, maybe your dad or your
yeah,
brother, somebody's
no.
gonna lie to you. Like, get a dude that don't really care about your feelings necessarily to the point to where they will lie to you to make you feel
Mhm,
better.
mhm,
Like
mhm.
somebody's gonna be like, nah, honestly, you probably should put makeup on because you don't have a pretty face. Or somebody's like, hey sis, like,
I need that person in my life. I'm sorry. I need cutthroat like that. I need cutthroat. These people be like,
who will just keep it real, you know
sugarcoating
what I
stuff.
mean? Who just be honest. Like, look,
Yeah, like where we are right now, we can't, we're not in the space. We can't sugarcoat it. Black women need to hear it straight. And
that's facts.
to
The
say
truth
sis,
will set you free.
yeah. But I had answered saying they can't, meaning that other women can't tell you. So like we up here
Nah,
as a group of girls, we can't tell you
you
like, yeah,
can't.
your sexual marketplace value is
You
high, girl.
cannot.
So we don't want you. So that's when I said we can't.
We
That's what
really
I
can't.
meant.
We be lying too much.
Mhm.
Okay. Be lying.
Danica, what do you think? How can a woman accurately rate herself in the dating sexual marketplace?
Well, she can ask herself a few questions, Shay Sade.
Okay.
She can ask herself, am I submissive? Oh.
Ooh.
Am I coachable? Oh, damn. Oh. Am I in shape? Oh
Those
my
are
goodness.
gunshot wounds. She
Am
ain't gonna
I
live through that. Okay,
nurturing?
here.
Am I open to being held accountable, responsible? Am I supportive? Am I loving? Am I not a pass me chick? If she can answer those questions, she can accurately see if she's a qualified woman for a man to be with.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I mean, if she can make it through that questionnaire alive.
I,
No, but that's facts. I mean, like I said, that's just to me, that's just all common sense stuff. Like,
common sense, and
I
it's
mean,
not hard. It's
mhm,
easy. These are easy things to do, easily implemented. But we act like it's just so hard,
it's
and
so
it's not. It's
hard.
not difficult.
Like, if you wouldn't marry yourself, because back to your earlier point, but that female divorcing herself, whether or not it's true or false, I'm just thinking, how many females would marry themselves and divorce themselves the very next day because they couldn't stand their own expectations. They'd feel tired about, well, he got to do this. Well, now I got to do this for myself. I got to do that for myself. I got to do that for myself. And they'd be tired. They'd be tired trying to live up to their own expectations. They get a divorce. So it's like,
Facts.
that's what I'm saying. I see this super chat. Let me see. Half of all American men earn 38K a year or less, and half of households earn 36K or less. How do Black women reconcile those numbers with their wants? That is a beautiful question. I did a video where I kind of talked about this. Where at the end of the day, females got to get real because
Yeah.
you over here leveling up. Black women are winning. Actually, no, we're not. We are not winning. We make less money than our men. We hold a lot less wealth. We have more single family homes. We are unhealthy and overweight. And then, let's not even talk about the mental illness. So it's like, no, actually, we're not winning. And I think we're a lot better off just calling a spade so that we can actually talk about how to move forward. So I'm like, if you tell yourself, oh, I'm winning, you got high blood pressure, you make $2 an hour, and you ain't no place to live, and you think you deserve a millionaire. It's like,
Shade is cutthroat.
Was that cutthroat?
I cannot fight. I'm the only one over here in Dallas.
Not $2.
No, real talk. I seen a documentary a few months ago, and they were talking about there are certain waitresses, because there's certain states to where if you're a waitress, there's a loophole to where they can pay you as little as $2 an hour. And so you have women out here who are working full time, making $2-3 an hour with tips, and the struggle is real. And that's not to shame. That's not to say like, hey, you're a horrible person, but you can't make $2-3 an hour and then expect a millionaire and be mad. Because it's like, first of all, where are you even gonna meet this dude? You're not even in the neighborhood. You're not even in the proximity to meet a millionaire, let alone know about his class, know about how to, have proper conversations with people from the upper class, the kind of things they talk about. Did you even go to college? Do you know how to say certain words? Like all those kinds of different things. It's just fantasy. So it's like, just not the fantasy. And
Chantel, River, Shay Sade just shot down every woman's dream. Like, how do you know that my billionaire is not going to come into the restaurant and get a coffee? Mm-hmm. You don't know this is.
Because I deserve my desires.
Joe's Crack Shack. A billionaire is going to go into Joe's Crack Shack and have chicken.
Stop. Enough is enough.
Like, really? No, that's not happening. I'm sorry. I mean, unless you are a supermodel working at Joe's Crack Shack and you happen to just post a photo on Instagram and it goes viral, unless that's you, then no, sorry. That's probably not going to happen.
Stop.
Dang, I cannot fight.
Girl, you better take some lessons.
Oh my gosh, that would be easy.
Yeah, someone said pretty woman.
Y'all need to stop watching Pretty. They need to stop. And like I said, also she's a superstar who has a personal trainer and a nutritionist and a professional makeup artist. So like you got to take all those things into consideration when you're looking at these Hollywood movies. Like how good does a person look? You can't pray Ciara's prayer and expect to get a result. You're not Ciara. You know what I mean? Anyway,
I mean, my whole ego is shattered, and you're not even talking to me, and so I can just imagine.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I lost my point. Okay, we're at you. This is okay. Last question, Rivet. How can a woman accurately rate herself in the dating sexual marketplace? What do you think?
Well, first of all, let me just gather myself.
Take your time.
Okay, I'll just make it short. Well, first, I'm trying. Well, first of all, so just really quick on Joe's Crab Shack. Really, really quick. I just wanted to say that yes, you can have great admiration, but the problem is that the guy who worked in Joe's Crab Shack with you try to act like he's beneath you.
That's facts.
You can't never get a chance because my billionaire gonna come up in here one day and change my whole life. So I can't give you no chance. I'd rather be by myself than be with you.
That's facts.
Super unrealistic. And one point that you, it takes me so long to stop laughing. So excuse my smile. I'm like, I'll be laughing for 20 minutes. Okay. But one big thing that you said was the state of mental health. And that is a whole topic that we definitely all have to talk about again, because that's what it starts from. It starts with their mentality, right? It starts with the child that came with the Joe's Crab Shack. Can't do it. But it starts with the mind frame, that delusional mind frame. They don't know how to they can't accurately answer those questions that even Janika just said that is so blatant and laid out, right? It's perfect. That's like a perfect diagram that you can like print out, give it to a person, let them read it, answer questions, then we can move on and see where you need to work on. But they will just lie to themselves through all the answers. They will look at you bold in the face and say, I'm fit and feminine, and be big and be rude. And it's like, what in the world? Like, it's the mindset. So a lot of these women definitely, absolutely need to work and focus on their mental health. They need to sit in silence. You know, as much as, you know, being in a relationship and getting a man is, you know, the ultimate goal that a lot of women do want. Not everybody, but a lot of women do want that. Your mental health, you need to figure out what's going on in here. You need to sit alone in a room and write down some stuff that's going on. You need to seek therapy. You need to, because if you're not good, if you're not a whole person, you're going to always be in broken relationships. You have to be whole, find out how that is, find out a lot about yourself, get to know yourself. And then the things that, you know, you need to work on, go from there and just elevate.
I love that, River.
Yeah. And you know, it's so sad because it's so true. A lot of these women really think that they're a 10. A lot of these women walking around reading. Danique, I'm not looking at no, I'm
just done.
We were just done. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying.
Gotta wrap it up. Gotta wrap it
up. All right. To Rifa brought up the mental health. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right. A lot of these women really look in the mirror, like they put on the Snapchat filter and say, ooh, and they take the angles and hide all the fat.
The angles is
it's the lashes,
real.
It's the lashes in the eye. They be like,
and no, but they do that and say, oh, you know, they do it and say, oh, I'm fine, I'm a 10. And they'll get on Tinder and get on Bumble and say, oh, only swipe. I have five kids with 6 baby daddies, but only swipe left if you are a high value man. That's mental illness. That is mental illness.
It's true. It's so true.
Okay, ladies, just so you know, we are canceled. Okay.
I don't want to be the rebel, but I'm like, look, I know the truth has never really been popular, really, in any time. Truth is always sometimes offensive, but like I said, if that's what it takes for people to get better, then okay. Like, I don't need to be everybody's friend.
Because true. It's so true because we have so many people who are lying. They're telling these girls, he needs to buy you a Birkin bag, he needs to this, he needs to do that. You know, I'm not gonna say the name because that's gonna get us real canceled. But you know, you're not this kind of girl if you're not this, or if your man don't do this, or if your man don't do that for you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you're preaching all of this to women who don't have that experience, who don't look like you, who don't have, and it's not even that they don't look like you. They don't have the money to look like you because a lot of times these women don't even look like themselves.
That's right.
And then they push this out to our women who are vulnerable, who are seeking, who don't come from great homes, who don't come from good foundations, who've never had somebody actually talk to them, and they're believing all of these things that are lies. You need to listen to the people who are telling you the truth, not to be confused with the women who say similar things that we were saying, who are chameleons, because I can't come on here and not talk about that. Not to be confused, but sometimes when it hurt a little bit, you need to take those things into account, make a little note, and figure out the things that you can work on because it's all coming from a good place.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the $5 super chat, Mr. Z. It says some Black women are talking about divesting, divest to where 80% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and 60% of Americans can't afford $1,000 emergency. Bingo. That's what I'm saying. It's like if you just actually, I mean, you don't even have to do a lot of research. Just like go online, just Google, go to labor census. What is it? Bureau Labor Census. Like just. You will quickly find out that people all across the board are struggling. So if a Black woman tries to divest, hoping she's going to do better with a white man economically, that's not necessarily the case.
True.
I mean, that's actually why, I mean, now, and they're not even talking about this. They're like white Nazis and white supremacists right now are being radicalized in this environment today because of some of the economic challenges. So it's like, you got the rise of white supremacy or being a lot more blatant, and you got Black women who are trying to marry these white supremacists. I'm like, do you not understand? Are you not understanding what's going on. Like, are you okay?
Right.
So it says, do you see how Johnson's wife speaks to him? I don't think he's cut out for that big account. Ooh, ladies. Oh, I think there's one more I got. It says, they be like, I'm a 10 with makeup, so you're not a 10.
You're not a
Yo, some of this makeup, I feel like is just like, it is just low key witchcraft. I don't even know how else to say it. I be seeing different people. I'm like, did you do a magic spell? You are not the same individual that I saw an hour ago. Some before and afters, it's real out there.
Yeah.
So, anyways, ladies, I mean, I think we touched upon a lot.
We did.
I think we are efficient.
Edge is gone, right?
You ladies are great. You guys are just great. I love hearing your perspective. I love hearing when you share your journey and just being honest. Like I said, it's so crazy to me that just having a honest, logical conversation right now is so offensive. But to me, that shows how much we have fallen. Mm-hmm. So, I think the more we can just break through the delusion, then hopefully the better off. And there's always going to be certain people who are hell bent literally on believing a lie. And, this isn't for them. But for those who really are like, I actually want to see what's happening from like a truthful perspective. And I don't want anybody to sell me lies. Hopefully they can listen to this and, walk away and have some things to consider.
Right. Agreed.
So anyways, I want to thank all of you ladies. Do any of you have any guys you want to share before we hop off?
I want to say this was good and this was necessary because we have the past me's on panels, talking. We have what's the show? Is it Queen Talks or the show with the famous woman? The four.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and they will just say anything. And for years, we had people on platform, on not even platform, but on TV shows, just saying anything ridiculous about men looking like the baby.
I'm sorry. Oh my God. That's